Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another episode in the potential newcomer tournament thing that I've been doing on my channel for the past couple weeks, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. You guys seem to be enjoying it as well, so that's really cool to see. But if you haven't seen it, I basically put together a 36 potential newcomer tournament, and I just kind of give some pros for each character, and then I leave the voting open for 1 week, and the way to vote is down in the comments. Basically, whoever's in the matchup, you vote for whoever you want. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter why you vote for them, just whoever you feel like in the matchup. So, yeah, let's get into today's episode. Before we get into the matchup, we do have to go over the results of last Monday's episode, or last matchup, we'll call it, which was this matchup right here, game number 7, Bandanity versus Medusa. Now, going in, I pretty much, I thought I knew who was going to win, but I thought it'd be close. I really did. And it turns out I was absolutely wrong about the closeness of it. Bandanity... Come on, phone. I should have turned that off. But Bandanity absolutely destroyed in this one. I mean, I completely get it, and I myself voted for Bandanity. I expected this to happen. Let me make a note, 35-6. All right, but I really expected Bandanity to win, no doubt. But I really thought Medusa would get a few more votes, only because the Sakurai bias thing that people like to bring up. So I guess I thought it'd be closer, but maybe it's just the matchup Medusa had. Who knows? Maybe that's what it was. Probably. So, loser game 7, Medusa. Oops, got to put your number of votes in here. Because I like numbers, that's why I'm doing this. What I say, 6? All right, cool. 6? There we go. So, game 7, Medusa goes down here. All right, so, Medusa. What was your... Sorry, hold up. What was the rank, or what was your seeding? 25. Okay. Again, I like numbers. I'm big into tournaments and stuff like that. What did I say, 25? I think that's what I said. But, yeah, so that is it for that matchup. Bandanity moves on to the next round, and check that out. Once we get to game 26, Shadow the Hedgehog versus Bandanity. That's down the road. That'll be a good matchup, though. That'll be a good matchup. So, if anybody's wondering if you are a fan of Medusa or think Medusa does have a chance, she's not done. She's just in the loser bracket, meaning... the whole tournament is a double elimination, so you have to lose twice total. Not just 2 times in a row, but overall you lose twice and you're done. So Medusa's not out of the tournament yet. She still could snake her way through the loser bracket. So today's matchup, game number 13. Few third-party characters going at it. Simon Belmont versus Shovel Knight. And I have Simon Belmont as the number 2 seed. Again, don't read too much into the seedings, but I just kind of based it on who I think some of the more likely characters are. The only reason that I gave Simon Belmont the number 2 seed is because I'm a big believer in the Virgibon leaks. So I know some of you aren't, think he's full of crap. Totally fine. I'm not here to try to convince you otherwise. It's totally your opinion. But I think he's right, so I gave Simon the number 2 seed. But he's going up against another, I think, heavy hitter. I think a good shot to make it into the game, but let's get into it. So Simon Belmont, like I said, I'm going to just start it like I was just saying. He's in the Virgibon leaks. I think he does have potential, but let me put that aside for a second. Let's take away the leaks, right? So Simon Belmont is a big name third-party character. I don't think you can really argue that. But when it comes to Smash Bros, how popular is he? I guess that could be like his, I don't know, nail in the coffin, or, kind of a downside to it. I've never heard a lot of people. I've seen rosters way back, for Brawl and then Wii U and 3DS. I've seen tons of rosters that have Simon Belmont on there that people would love to see him. So, I mean, I can see that, being potentially, I can see them adding him in. I can see that. He is Konami, which is a little weird. But we did get Snake back, so maybe, Nintendo and Konami are working together, and I don't know, maybe, who knows, Konami said, okay, you can have Snake back, but you also have to take another third party or another character from us, which could be Simon Belmont. That's a possibility, you never know. But I think Simon Belmont is one of the, I think he's only one of the more likely characters, in my opinion, because of the leaks. That's why I have them so high, I guess. I mean, I honestly, if you were to tell me that Simon Belmont was going to be in and I haven't heard the leaks, I might call you a little crazy. To me, he's not... I don't want to make this sound like I'm disrespecting the character, but I don't see Simon Belmont as iconic as some of those other characters that have already been in Smash, such as Pac-Man, Sonic, Mega Man, Ryu, Cloud, like them. I don't quite see Simon Belmont up in that tier. He's up there, but I don't think he's quite that high, if that makes sense. So, Simon Belmont's tricky to me. If it wasn't for the leaks, I don't even know if I'd have Simon Belmont in this tournament. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I would. But moving on to his opponent, Shovel Knight, who has actually already won his first round game. Who did he face? Nestor. Destroyed Nestor. Didn't even stand a chance. So Shovel Knight, interesting, right? Indie character. One of, I guess you could say, 3 indie characters that you hear the name of, or at least 1 to 3 that I hear. The big ones, of course, Shovel Knight, Shantae, and Sans from, Undertale. I think those are the main 3 that I hear a lot of. Again, these are indie characters. So, I guess negative-wise, I hate to kind of go negative, but I guess a con for him, or any indie characters. We've never had an indie character in Smash. Could he be playable? Absolutely. I think he would fit perfectly with the roster. He's got the moveset potential. His name is out there. People know him. But again, kind of the same argument as Simon Belmont. I don't view him as one of those super iconic third-party characters, I view him under Simon Belmont, honestly. I don't think he's surpassed him in any way. But I think Shovel Knight still has a decent shot. I mean, his games have been super popular. They've sold pretty well. They review pretty well. He does, like Nintendo and indies are, they a lot of them just have a really good relationship. Nintendo wants more indies on their platform. So, I mean, Shovel Knight, a lot of people think he's the face of indies. I guess they say that. I've heard people say that. I can kind of see it, but he's been in he's crossed over in some other games. I don't know off the top of my head. I just know he's been in crossover games. So he's already been in other games. He's got potential for that. I don't think it'd be too difficult. I mean, I think Nintendo and Yacht Club Games, right? They have a good relationship. I mean, Shovel Knight, the only third-party non-Super Smash Bros. Character that has an amiibo. That's pretty big right there. Maybe that really goes to show what Nintendo thinks of Shovel Knight as a character, and maybe, I don't know, giving him an amiibo. What was that, a few years ago? I think that's when it happened. Maybe that was a prelude to what they were going to do with the roster. I think he did pretty decently on the Smash ballot as well. He got some votes. He definitely got some votes. He was up there. I think he was actually higher than Simon Belmont from what I just kind of gather on my own information. Simon, I don't really think Simon had too many votes. I think Shovel Knight had more. That's what I'm getting at. So for this particular matchup, it's probably going to sound stupid to some of you, but honestly, it comes down to the Virgibon League. If I hadn't heard about the Virgibon League, Simon Belmont wouldn't even be in my tournament. I don't even think I'd give him 2 thoughts, honestly. But because of that leak, and again, you can vote for whoever you want for whatever reason, my vote is for Simon Belmont. I wouldn't be surprised if Shovel Knight beats him in this. I wouldn't. But my vote's for Simon, just because of the leak. Or the quote-unquote leak of information. So, yeah, I got Simon Belmont moving on. Let me know who you guys think down below. Who has the better chance to be in Smash Bros? Simon Belmont or Shovel Knight? Or I guess, who would you rather have? That you can vote that way too. It's all good. But, yeah, this one is, I guess, this episode's done. Nothing more to say. So, yeah, again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Who do you vote for? And, yeah, that's it for this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. And hopefully we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.